Good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm Denise, and I am going to read for us for Tuesday, August 4th, 2020. So what is in store for us today, or how can we best use the energies that we have? How can we best consciously use the energies we have in the stars for us today? Okay. So, and of course I'm using the Light Seer's Tarot by Chrisanne. It's a really beautiful deck. Cards are a little thick and not so easy to shuffle, but if you're petite and you have small hands, it'll be a bit of a challenging deck to shuffle. Maybe they'll change that someday. So what we have is the Nine of Cups, the Judgment card, which is a major arcana gateway card, the Moon, also a gateway card, Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, which is a gateway card as well. So what a big day for us for Tuesday. Okay, so the Nine of Cups tells us to go for what we want, to work to excavate the buried treasure. See the buried treasure here? Or it's not really buried, but it's inside of us. The treasure is inside of us. So to carry that with us throughout the day, to let go of judging ourselves and others harshly, but just know that when that happens, when people are judging you harshly, usually they're in fear, or they're they haven't faced something within themselves, so they're projecting it outward. But this card also is all about honoring our call. Maybe spending some time going through your own type of, inner life review and see how, your choices got you to where you are today, and how do you want to change that? And it will always renew. I mean, your spirit, your inner spirit, your eternal spirit will always renew itself. Even when we leave this earth, we're just changing form. We're definitely not dead. We don't die. We cannot die. It's impossible. So, of course, we can go through very, very challenging, lifetimes, but we always change into the next form. And we can change, in and out of human and divine form, of course. So at every earth, lifetime, at some point we're going to get to the place where we want happiness and fulfillment always. We're going for the happiness. So in order to do that, we have to constantly be renewing and honoring our call and giving ourselves up to our highest selves, and, letting our higher self be our guides. And know that, all of life is supporting us. That life actually is fair. It just, it's not perfect, though. And we have to work within the dualistic, experience that we have here on Earth. But we are not dualistic beings. We are unitive beings, in our core. So to remember that. And then with the Moon, now this middle card can be the theme for the day. That's kind of overarching. So it looks to me like it's a day to, honor both the light and the shadow within. It's about looking at both, and to, be really careful not to put yourself in that type of like a victim, mindset, but to, trust your intuition. Really, really trust your intuition, and go into the unconscious, because whatever we're unconscious of inside of ourselves has more control over us than, anything consciously. And that's because, there's a universal inner law. Like, we all have our own personal inner, our inner law that we bring into, each lifetime. We all have our own personal reason for being here. And as we heal that, then, of course, we can bring through other lifetimes that we may want to heal as well. It's not limited. So in that, it's like about going into the unconscious and see where it might be holding you back. But there's also the wise unconscious, that carries you forward. So this is about, dream time. This could be a very good day for looking at what you dreamt last night, if you can remember. And if you don't remember, try to keep a journal by your bed so that you can write down the first thing on your mind that came through in dream time, or the faint, lingerings of a dream. Or if you wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, you can just, write down quickly. Not a lot, because if you start writing down too much, unless something fantastic comes through and you just don't want to lose it and it's worth, waking up a bit. But normally you don't want to write down too much in the middle of the night, or you'll just be up, unless you don't mind that. And I don't, honestly, when those big things come through. So this could definitely be one of those days on, like a Monday night dream, that Tuesday morning when we first wake up, we go, oh, I got to remember that and write it down. And if you set the intention to remember your dreams, you will eventually. It's just one of those things that you have to work with, but that wise unconscious will guide you there. So that's really beautiful, actually. And it's about letting go of fears, most of all. It has to do with the illusion of fear. What is it they say? That the acronym for fear is just really false evidence appearing real. So, but what helped me get through my fears is just to go for what I really, really want, because what you want will motivate you further to, follow your inner call and honor the light in you. And the dealing with the shadow is just kind of a byproduct of living here, and it's because on Earth, it's right in our face. We can't ignore it. Like in the spirit world, we can just stay in the light and not look at the shadow. But here on Earth, it's right in our face, and I believe that that's why we choose to keep coming back over and over again until we heal all the little shadows. But to not go into the place of feeling that you don't have the light inside of you, because the truth is that you do. You hold the key to, open the door. And sometimes you have to ask for help. But this is about finding your abundance is within, and never forgetting that. Your wise guide is within. Never forgetting that. Always remembering that you have everything inside of you that you need. But, there might be some ways that you feel a little, at a loss. But again, go back to your highest self, reach out to your friends. We are living through very challenging times right now. And, all of us are learning to go within in order to get the answers. So, dream time, meditation, meeting the pain will always help you clear out the false belief. Whatever false beliefs we have, they're not just in our mind, they're also in our emotional bodies, because it's something that we've experienced in a past lifetime, or this lifetime it's being repeated, and we're meant to clear it out. So going into the pain can help us get to our inner stillness, and vice versa. Going into your inner stillness will help you heal the pain. So getting out of, any false belief in lack, and knowing that the abundance of the universe is always there. It's really just a opportunity for us to open to it. So let's use this oracle. It is Colette Baron-Reid's Spirit Animal Oracle. It's a really big deck. It comes in a nice, magnetic box. So it's definitely worth the money. What is it? It's around $30 somewhere in there, but it's worth the money. Now the cards themselves, when you first get them, they're not going to slide this easily. I found them to be a little sticky. So I used card fanning powder on them, and so if you need to know how to use that, if you don't already know how to use that, email me and I'll explain it. But otherwise, the process is a little too long here to explain, and most people probably wouldn't care. So, but for us, what else do we need to know to help us with Tuesday, August 4th? I feel drawn to 2 cards. Okay. So we get the otter spirit. Oh, I love otters. You are never alone. So that definitely goes with that Five of Pentacles. And then buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So that's what's on the table today for us. It's about, knowing that the universe is abundant. I mean, if we look at nature, it continues to renew itself constantly. It's challenging when there's, the material, concrete world that blows through nature and creates havoc sometimes. But nature always wins, And nature will eat through buildings and may take hundreds of years for concrete and other things like that. But eventually, nature wins. So if we tune in with nature, we will really, really understand the abundance of the universe. The nature of, just nature itself is, it blows me away every day. I notice little things. It's like, oh yeah, that's how life works. We can always look to nature to see how life works. The sun will always come up in the morning. We'll always get the peaceful, nighttime to heal. And we're all in this together. Again, you're never alone. Look at this beautiful artwork here. Like the way otters just kind of spin around together in the water. And I love the artwork here where there's a big heart. They're playful, being in your playful love, your joy for being with another person, whether, now if you're in isolation in any way, you can still always reach out by phone, or you can still connect with other people online. Yeah. So that's what it is. It just, the deep message for the day is to know that we're not alone, and the universe will always bring us everything we need, as long as we trust in that. Now, if we don't, what we will always receive is the mirror of our own inner beliefs. So if we're not having what we need, that's an opportunity to meet the pain of the unmet real needs, which are, love and safety and self-expression and being seen and heard. Being met in your real needs is very, very, very important. And when it doesn't happen, it's a childhood pain that's up for healing, and often delves into past lives as well. But deep down inside of you, you can always open up to your pain and love yourself through it. That's what I always tell anyone that I work with. It's any painful situation is an opportunity to love yourself through it. But yes, so if you believe that the universe is abundant, that will be your experience. And if you don't believe that, then whatever you do believe will also be your experience, and that's where the true power lies. So, okay. I will get off my little soapbox now and let you guys get on with your day, and send you lots of love and blessings, and take good care. I'll see you next time. Bye.